The scribe records the time of arrival of each competitor as called by the sighter, and he can also assist the sighter by advising the number of the next boat due to arrive. Record all information carefully.
426.
426 isn't on the list.
Not on the list?
No.
And if a competitor who is not listed on the check sheet arrives, record the competition number and precise timing in hour, minute, second format on a blank section of the sheet. Unlisted competitors could result from a late entry for the event. You may also encounter a competitor whose time of arrival is vastly different from the ETA on a checkpoint sheet. This may be as a result of revised start time being allocated, or of course it could be due to an incorrect clock setting or other timing error by the competitor. Any change of speed within 50 metres of approaching a mark is subject to penalty unless the change of speed is made for safety reasons. It may also be caused by the wash from another vessel, but this generally occurs only when slow boats are overtaken by fast boats. If you notice a change of speed, then call out loud and clear, "Change of speed boat 499, or alternatively call sped up or slowed down, followed by the boat's competition number.
18, 19,
Already slowed right
20,
down. Change the
21,
speed.
22,
456.
23,
Please note carefully that 1. The initial penalty call must be made before the boat reaches the timing mark. It's of no use to hold a later discussion in order to determine whether a penalty should be recorded. It is of assistance, however, if some description can be added after the initial call for penalty has been made. 2. The call must be clearly audible on the tape, because we don't call checkpoint crews back to attend protest hearings if the competitor protests at the application of a penalty. Our only evidence is your tape recording. 3. Speed changes must be assessed by observing the change in movement of the hull through the water and not by engine note. Maintain your gaze on the front of the hull, and speed changes will be noticed if they occur. If they cannot be determined by this means, then do not record a speed change. 4. The penalty must be recorded alongside the competitor's time on the checkpoint sheet by inserting the notation P or COS, in each case adding a plus or minus to indicate an increase or decrease in the speed. A change of speed after the competitor has passed the mark is to be ignored. Many boats lose time on the turn and must make this up before the next mark. 6. Take great care if you're marking a check which is the demarcation line between areas where statutory speed limits apply. You should be informed of this when receiving your equipment. Changes of speed which occur outside the 50-metre zone are also subject to penalty where the speed change is blatant. These changes in speed should also be called and recorded in the same manner as for ordinary changes of speed. We will not try to define the meaning of blatant, but suffice to say, when you see a blatant change of speed, you will recognise it. Changes of course within the 50-metre zone which are designed to lose time for a competitor are also subject to penalty, and again must be called and recorded in the same manner as for speed changes. Anchoring. It is most important that the check is taken from the correct position so that the timing will be accurate and without parallax errors. Give yourself plenty of time to get to your checkpoint for careful assessment of your position before dropping the anchor. Timing must be taken from a position at right angles to the course line as the competitors pass the mark. This line represents the course line of the competitors, and these two circles represent two consecutive spit posts. If you are checking this mark, then your correct anchoring position is here at 90 degrees to this approach line. You will normally be provided with a course map and a compass bearing to the mark which you are checking. In addition, other supplementary information such as visual landmarks with which to align for correct positioning may be given. Anchor your vessel at least 50 metres from the mark, and if depth of water permits, 70 or 80 metres is more comfortable. The most accurate and the preferred method of positioning checkpoint boats is with the use of 2 anchors, one at the bow and one at the stern, as this will minimise drift due to wind and current changes. It's recognised, however, that not all skippers have dual anchors or consider that they are sufficiently practised in that technique to be able to deploy this arrangement with confidence. The use of 2 anchors is therefore at the discretion of the skipper. The start box or regatta control centre will maintain a radio listening watch on 27.94 MHz, or alternatively may provide you with a mobile telephone number which you may contact in case of need. If calling on radio, there may be a little delay in answering your call, so please be patient. So that's how it's meant to be done. Your support to conduct a checkpoint is greatly appreciated by everyone associated with the sport. On behalf of South of Perth Yacht Club, PYC and all participating yacht clubs, goodbye.